the finals on the JMFPSP sports program on B2C Internet Media. Corey Bender is here with us, and we will be talking about the Miami Heat, Dallas Mavericks NBA final. So, so looking at the initial storylines of this one, what do you guys think about this?
Corey, you first.
Me first, oh boy.
Well, you're really far over there. I mean, why don't you come a little closer, man? Well, that's a little problem.
That's very nice of you. Huh.
Okay. No,
Do you want me to shut off the radio?
no, it's fine. Okay.
No.
We just had to do a little rearranging. Sorry.
I feel like that I'll have a segment anyway.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, looking at this series, I really don't know who to pick. I will probably go with the Heat, but for various reasons. But when I look at this series, I go rematch from what 06.
Not really a rematch.
Well, I mean, but a long time
you think about all the talent. I mean,
you think, but the thing is, though, the one thing that's telling me Miami was because in that one series, I mean, Dallas was a different team. These teams are both different, but Wade was basically that whole Miami Heat team.
Actually,
he was.
If I think back, Dallas is probably about the same team they are now.
Maybe.
Tyson Chandler's a new piece.
Tyson Chandler,
Other
Jason
than that,
Kidd,
they're pretty much the same team. Where in Miami, they're completely different.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, LeBron James. He wasn't much of an acquisition.
No, he wasn't at all.
Chris Bosh, mediocre at best. Mike Miller, pretty much
your
just
average NBA role player.
Yeah, and Udonis Haslem. He's a big man that can't score and can't rebound, can't defend.
He's just injury prone.
Sarcasm alert.
So they've added a bunch of shitty players. And now they're just a crappy team. They can't win any games.
That's why they're in the NBA final.
Yeah. And that's why everyone hates them. Because there's so much hate. Why does everyone hate Miami Heat? Can I ask someone that first?
They don't like how LeBron betrayed Cleveland in a sense.
Well, then they're just being assholes.
They should just hate LeBron.
And they don't like how they're all being selfish.
Why do people hate LeBron James? Can I ask that?
People say he's an asshole when he plays. I'm like, you have to be a huge asshole to be in the NBA. At least
yeah, you really do.
The exception of Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, and that's about it.
That literally is it.
The successful players are huge dicks, right?
They really. I mean, but think about it though. I mean, in interviews, you see Dwayne Wade and LeBron James come off as assholes. I mean, you see it all the time.
LeBron really is.
But the thing is, though, I mean, Michael Jordan even sometimes came off as an asshole. I mean, yeah, he would get in your head, but at least he wasn't like, "Hey, you fucking suck." He'd be like, "Hey,
he was such a nice guy. He was the best trash talker ever." I recently heard this story. It comes from Tim Legler, actually.
Yeah.
He was defending Michael Jordan. And Jordan comes up to him while they're playing and says, how's that new daughter that you just had? Is everything going okay? Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. While he has the fucking ball. And then just obviously dribbles past him and scores after that because Legler couldn't defend to save his life. But, I mean, that's kind of the stuff that Michael Jordan did. And, LeBron, I feel like LeBron doesn't talk on the court much.
I don't know. A lot of people say he does. A lot of people
He
are saying,
talks to Kobe.
Yeah,
I noticed even when Cleveland used to play the Lakers, whenever LeBron and Kobe get together, they always talked. Mm-hmm. Kobe might be the best trash talker since Reggie Miller.
It's that huge ego.
He's fantastic.
Crazy.
Kobe is fantastic at trash talking.
I love Kobe.
Okay, we're getting way off track here.
Let's bring it back to the series here. Okay.
Solid X's and O's things about Dallas, Miami. Give me a little bit because I'm trying to decide what I'm going to say. So go ahead.
The big X factor is going to be if they can stop Dirk Nowitzki, because if they can stop Dirk Nowitzki, I think they'll probably get this thing done in about 6 or 5 games. I'm not going to say yet. But really, Dirk Nowitzki, he can overtake a game at any point, just like LeBron James and Dwayne Wade can. Yes, Dwayne Wade has not having the best playoffs, but when you have 3 guys who can score at any time, you're going to be just fine. And on the opposite side, Dirk Nowitzki can score 40 points. Not all the time, but he has those moments where the lights are on. He's been there before. He hasn't won, but he's been there and knows that in big game situations, he'll be the one scoring the ball. And he's magnificent. All the time I've seen him, he can shoot off 1 foot, back kind of fade away almost, and you just can't stop that. I don't care how good you are at defense. You just can't defend that. You can do your best at it. But then on the opposite side, if Miami gets in transition, you're done for, because think about it, Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd, 38. Dirk Nowitzki, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's
Jason
old.
Terry off the bench is extremely athletic.
Jason Terry is athletic.
Nowitzki's a great athlete. I mean, they have a great perimeter. Dallas's perimeter is almost Miami's equal, except it's just names that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
It's like J.J. Barrera or really, I mean, that's
and Tyson Chandler's a very good big man. I think Tyson Chandler's going to be able to handle Joel Anthony inside as well as Udonis Haslem. Mm-hmm. So I think
they have the big man advantage for sure, but guard wise.
In the NBA Finals, you wind the clocks back a year. In the NBA Finals, it had nothing to do with Boston's Big Three and Kobe Bryant because at the end of the day, they kind of canceled out each other. Because Boston's Big Three kind of equaled Kobe and Pau Gasol's effort.
Yeah.
So that kind of all canceled each other out. So then it was about who has more size, whose size is going to be more effective. All of the role players things that's kind of going on. I feel like it's the exact opposite. It's the role players are all going to cancel themselves out because both these teams' role players are excellent.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of it matters really because I think Haslam and Joel Anthony are as good as Tyson Chandler and whoever else you can throw out there. You just kind of all cancels itself out. And Miami shooters and Dallas's shooters. Dallas has more of them, but Miami shooters are more effective.
Yeah.
And Miami shooters are also happen to be Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
Yeah.
Elite scorers, elite players in every way. So I think it comes down to can Dirk by himself handle LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh scoring a combined 75 points? Because that's what you really look for. I look for every single night. Miami's Big Three will have to score 75 points, at least. And I think they absolutely will because I figure LeBron James, this is his first legitimate chance to win a championship. When he went to that finals by almost accident in 2006.
Yeah, I don't even count that.
Against the Spurs. You kind of have to. He was in the finals.
You just can't count it.
You just
it
can't.
was the whole
in
team,
the finals.
To be honest.
He was in the finals. And he was against a Spurs team that had as many great Hall of Fame players as any team has ever had.
Yeah.
A team that was not going to be stopped, was not stopped in that playoff run that they had. An excellent team with Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker.
Yeah.
And you're not going to beat that. So LeBron now goes into a series, I believe, as a favorite.
Yeah.
With a team around him that he firmly believes in for the first time in his entire career. And he is going to put his game, I think, or at least he needs to put his game on a whole nother level because that, at the end of the day, is what Michael did. In the NBA Finals, Michael Jordan was at his absolute best. That when he needed to be the greatest player of all time, he was. Can LeBron do that? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to make that comparison, which we will in a segment on this show, you have to be the best of all time in the biggest series of your life. If we are going to put you in this kind of a conversation, which is the conversation for who is the best player in NBA history.
Yeah.
And if you want to be that good, you have to be all-world in this series. Can LeBron do that is the question.
Don't know.
No one knows. It's a crapshoot. It's a coin flip. He could come out and score 10 points a game. Anything could happen, really. And I think this is a total coin flip series. You look at Dallas. They are very, very good.
Yeah.
Great shooters. Dirk is unbelievable. I don't know what to do with Dirk Nowitzki. Just let him go. That's what I would say. I would say just let him go. Let him score as much as he wants to. We'll stop everybody else. Just give up. Just give up now. That's what they used to do with LeBron when LeBron was on all these bad teams.
Yeah.
Just let him go. He's fine. Let's just make sure nobody else makes a shot. And that's how Boston beat him a million times in a row. That's how Orlando beat him in the conference finals. That's how these things happened. So now it completely flip-flops and Miami is in a great position from a superstar perspective. What's the rest of the team going to do? I don't think it matters.
Not really.
But Dwayne Wade played terrible in the conference finals. What's he going to do now? Because he can't just have great fourth quarters in this series.
Yeah.
Dallas is too deep and too athletic and score too many points for Dwayne Wade to be dragging his feet and not scoring well. He has to bring it back up to 23, 24, 25 points a game like he was in the regular season for them to do anything. So, can that happen?
It's a coin flip, like it's.
It better happen because if Dwayne Wade's only scoring 14 points a game, they're not going to win this series.
No.
I'll tell you right now. LeBron has to score 35. Dwayne Wade has to score 25. Or vice versa. It really doesn't matter.
He needs to play like he did in the finals whenever he won a few years ago. He needs to do that.
I feel like we're kind of, because we want to have this great conversation about LeBron James, Dwayne Wade has just as good an opportunity as LeBron James does to be this all-world, all-time great, Jordan-esque type of player if he scores 41 points a game in this series or something crazy like that.
Because one of them is bound to do it.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why they came together. I mean, this is what people do not understand about this team. I don't know why they don't understand it. They overlook it. Everybody overlooks it. These are the two best players in the world on the same team.
And then you have a third wheel.
Yeah, and Chris Bosh is a damn good third wheel. You talk about when the lights are brightest, turning it on. Chris Bosh was brilliant in the conference finals. If he does that again, along with LeBron or Dwayne Wade being all-world, no one will beat the Miami Heat. No one will. But I think Dallas is right there.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd is playing like he's 34. I mean, he's
a whole
38.
4 year. Yeah.
I mean, he's playing brilliantly. Dirk Nowitzki is unbelievable. They have unbelievable shooters with Terry and Barea. Tyson Chandler is a beast inside. There are a bunch of reasons why Dallas can win this series, a bunch of reasons why Miami can win this series.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip series. Tim, do you have any change?
Do I have any change?
I literally want to flip a coin on this series.
Well, in terms of predictions, I'm willing to go Heat in 6.
Heat in 6. Can you give me a why?
I
You
think-
just listen to us go on.
Well, yeah. I think that that winning a close series against the Chicago Bulls is going to have a positive effect on the Miami Heat. I think that in the long run carries a more positive feeling for a team going into a championship. Winning a close series gives you more confidence that you can win any kind of game. You can, we saw Miami take control of play several times, and then times where they made the clutch plays. So, I think Dallas will be able to step up and take maybe their 2 games at home, but I think Miami will close them out in 6.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they did beat the Bulls, who are not that good of a team, though.
Yeah.
You can't play like that in the NBA Finals.
This is where I wanted to get into this.
Yeah, well, I just want
Sure, absolutely.
finish up quickly. Yes, they can turn it on late in games with 3 minutes left, but you can't do that in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're going to go on cruise control the entire series, because if they do, then they're done for. But going against the Bulls, you can kind of do that if you're able to stop Derrick Rose, because he is the whole entire team. But you can't. It might be a negative effect. It might be a positive, like you said. But to me, it could be negative in going. Maybe they'll get too hyped that maybe they don't have to play as hard as they did. But really, in all honesty, I think they'll be just fine. But you never know what'll happen, because yes, you said it's a positive thing, but also, they did beat the Bulls, who really aren't that good, and you can't go on cruise control against anyone in the NBA besides the Bulls, in my mind.
Okay, could you both agree that I've clearly been labeled as a Chicago Bulls hater?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can a Chicago Bulls hater defend the Chicago Bulls for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
Now, it is. Now, just hear me out. The Bulls were a great defensive team. That's why they were in all these games against Miami. They were unbelievable defensively. Tom Thibodeau or whatever is a fantastic defensive mind. He coordinated this defense. Even these players that couldn't play defense, players that you didn't think had it in them, like Luol Deng, played unbelievable defensively. You had this great system, this great defensive team. They played unbelievable, brilliant rebounding team. Couldn't score to save their souls, which is why I couldn't stand them at times. But what they did gave Miami fits for 5 games. And not until total fourth quarter collapses or Miami turning it on in the fourth quarter, whichever way you want to spin it. The Bulls could have won a few more games in the series. They didn't, and they probably shouldn't have. They probably shouldn't have even won the one game they did, because they're so inept offensively. I'm still taking shots. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, not really defending him.
No. But the Bulls were a great defensive team that gave Miami fits for 3.5 quarters, 4 games in a row. That's why they lost, but that's also why they were in it. The 10-point lead with 3.5 to go. They've had 7-point leads in this series. They've been great on defense, and to play that physical team, that tough defensive team in a tough conference finals series, I think oils your gears. What is the analogy I'm looking for?
It's the opposite of grinding your gears. It's oiling your gears. That's an interesting way to take. Yeah. I think we came up with a new saying on the
It
JMFPSP
oils your
Sports.
gears. Let's go with that. It oils your gears.
It's food for thought.
It's food for thought.
That's what it makes me think of.
But it gets you. What I'm trying to say is Miami is more prepared to play a hard-fought series
Yeah.
that Dallas has. Oh no, something we haven't brought up yet. Miami is Dallas's superior defensively. Miami is the best defensive team in the league. Great athletes on the perimeter, doing unbelievable things defensively. They are a phenomenal defensive team. It doesn't matter what Dirk Nowitzki does because the rest of the team won't be able to score on Miami, which is why I am going to pick the Miami Heat in 7.
Ooh, 7.
This thing's going 7. Dallas is that good. I don't know why we don't think Dallas is better. I've said this on my show 3 or 4 times now. I totally missed on Dallas, and that's on me. I should have seen them coming because they are excellent. They do a ton of things well. Dirk Nowitzki is a beast. Going 7 games. That's difficult. And you pick Miami in 6. You're left, sir.
Got him. It's decision time.
Decision time. Oh, the decision? No.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
Yeah, Corey's taking his talent to South
I'm
Beach.
taking
What
my
is it?
talents to picking the series.
Yeah.
You're not picking Dallas. You can pick. I will give you permission to pick Dallas.
I was going to go with Heat in 7, so that seems kind of poser-ish. I don't know.
You really are a poser, man.
I mean, we think too much. I don't know. We
It's
just
a
think the
Heat
same.
and a close one.
I'll go with him with Heat in 6.
Oh,
Heat 6. We all
a
feel
poser.
the Heat,
Well,
We
either
all-
way, I'd be
You're taking
opposing
my
guys.
ideas.
Heat in 3. No.
Yes. Yeah.
Dallas
Dallas is gonna forfeit.
Dallas in 8.
They'll just Miami's gonna win 150 to 73. All of the first 3 games, and they're just gonna say no. No, I don't want to play anymore. It's fine.
Give us the title.
Just give them the title. Whatever.
What happened? What
Uh,
happened there?
I'm gonna
Random.
take Dallas and Dallas and 5 would have been a stretch. I'm not gonna make that pick. Yeah, Miami in 7. It's gonna. It's a tough series.
Yeah,
Wow.
we think too.
I'm
we
surprised
think
all 3 of us like Miami. I thought somebody'd be picking Dallas. I know a lot of people at school that like Dallas. School doesn't count. They all suck. God, there's so many stupid people I talk to every single day. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what my slam.
See, this
poem
is why
on.
we think we think similarly. It's weird. I was gonna go with Heat in 7, but I'm gonna go with Tim on this one.
Okay.
For once in my life, I'm gonna
For-
go with Tim.
Well, me
You
and
know it's
Corey
gonna be
agree.
Dallas in 5 now.
Oh,
Dallas.
yeah.
I don't know if I go that far. Dallas in 6.
Do you think it could be like a total utter collapse of Miami Heat? It could go the other way.
It could.
No, it's not. It's not. This is gonna be Miami. This is Miami's
The big
title.
3 would have to score like a total of 50 points together, and that's not gonna happen.
Well, we mentioned like every situation, so maybe it will be Miami in 3.
Really,
or
we can't
something.
make up our mind. Let's just go with we can't make up our minds.
I'm gonna go Miami in 7, Miami in 6 for Tim, Miami in 6 for Corey. That's it.
All right.
All right,
Can we talk about something else now?
let's go right ahead. Let's go back to LeBron James, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please, we've been talking about the Heat for 2 segments. Let's talk about something completely different. LeBron James.
Thank you. This is Jim Miller, President Sports Program.
On BWC Internet Radio.